We believe as Christians that God has a plan for us. It's a plan that needs our cooperation. It's a plan for our happiness, for our growth. For Vincentians, the call of Christ is, as Vincent de Paul said, to find the poor in Christ and to find Christ in the poor.
What does that mean? It means that I don't have all the answers. And how I find God is in the poor. If I look at the poor, I look into their face, in some way I see the face of God.
I think the heart of God is mission. And the mission is to save God's beloved children. Can a mother or father ever be truly happy if all his or her children are not with them?
So I think that's the key to St. Vincent. Who is St. Vincent de Paul? He's a man of well-founded action.
For me, Vincent was an ordinary person who God somehow allowed to come in contact with those who are on the margins, those who are poor. It was the way that God worked through them. And because his heart was open, he allowed that to grab hold of him. From that point on, he became a man of great energy, a man of great organization. He established a group of men that gathered around him, a very small group that eventually grew and grew and grew, and then found a way to establish the Ladies of Charity, eventually the Daughters of Charity, and then his own confreres, or brothers, to serve the poor as well, both spiritually and materially.
And so 400 years later, that's what we're still doing. You know, we work in universities, we have parishes, we give missions, we are missionaries. Missions in China, in Panama, priests, sisters, brothers. Our Vincentian charism is an invitation to come and follow Christ in the poor.
Yo, Eric Sanchez.
I, Thomas King, declare my intention of faithfully dedicating myself in the congregation of the mission for the whole time of my life to the evangelization of the poor after the example of Christ evangelizing. Therefore, I propose to observe, with the help of God's grace, chastity, poverty, and obedience according to the constitutions and statutes of this institute.
I tell you, there's no greater joy than to helping people come closer to the Lord.